Okay, here we are at 3688 Cedarwood Lane in Dayton, Ohio. This is the Beavercreek School District. This is a 3-bedroom, 1.5 bath, 1962 build, and it's got slightly over 1,900 square feet. This is the neighborhood view. Very nice neighborhood, more of a mature neighborhood tucked inside of Beavercreek. This is a half-acre lot, almost a full half-acre, 0.5. And so this is the outside view. As you can see, basically the driveway is pretty dilapidated. Definitely needs to be repaved or redone. You can put black tar over it at the cheaper way of kind of like fixing it, but it probably needs to be removed, which is significantly a high significant cost. So, but when you're looking at the house, basically it looks pretty solid on the exterior. The brick looks like it's pretty good, and the parging around the foundation looks pretty good as well. That is a cinder block foundation with a crawl space. It's actually a pretty decent crawl space. I'd say it's probably about 5 feet deep, which is pretty good for a crawl space. And this is the backyard. So how the yard kind of works and flows is a little bit higher on this side, and then it kind of flows down. It's not too bad though. It's fairly level. It's usable. Not too much of a slope, but that is something that you would be mindful of on this side of the building there. So making sure that no water is kind of getting into the crawl space from that side. So that is where you basically get into the crawl space. It has cinder blocks that are kind of falling apart there on the exterior part of that crawl space, but the foundation itself along here looks pretty good. It looks like they've kept it well parged, but as you can see, there's a little bit of cracking right there, and it's falling apart a little bit. There was basically an enclosed patio here. What I'm kind of standing on right here was all enclosed recently, and they took that down. Probably was not in good shape. But again, the brick and the foundation looks pretty good. It seems pretty solid, and the roof is about 10 years is what they're saying. And just kind of doing a quick look on the exterior. You can see some of the paint on the trim. It's kind of flaking off. Gutter is kind of falling down over there. Potentially was a tree, hit by a tree or something like that. Gutter downspouts are not sufficient in getting the water to flow away from the crawl space. So you just need some extensions. That wouldn't be too bad to do. And then the AC unit's a little bit older. This looks like I'd say about 10 years maybe. Can't see the date on there. I'd say it's probably 10 years. This is on well and septic, but I believe what the seller is saying, basically you can tie in, or there might be a possibility to tie into the city both water and sewer. So anyway, that is the exterior and the back. We'll go back to the front yard and we'll take a look at that. Just the entryway, and then we'll do the inside. What's really nice is a very big property, so you have a lot of mature trees on it, and again, so the walk space right here is dilapidated as well. So I think that's probably the theme. Most of the concrete is not doing so well, and that's probably why they put these mats here. And then there is a ramp that gets up to the main entrance without any stairwell. So it's probably going to be a little bit slippery during any kind of precipitation, tongue-tied there. but precipitation and kind of falling down here would probably make that slick, so be careful if you're coming up here when it's raining or anything like that. So anyway, again, the brake is pretty good. Some of the electrical fixtures and that kind of thing on the exterior need some help. So obviously there's a little outlet right there that's not there, and then you have a broken light here, and then there was a light on the back side as well that was broken off. So as you kind of walk into from the front door, which looks like original 1960s, this is a wood door, pretty solid. Feels like there might be some metal casing on it. So, but as you kind of come in, there is basically a closet here, coat closet, and then to the left you have where the bedrooms are, and then to the right you have where the living spaces are. So it kind of has a living room and a family room. There is no basement, so they did put the washer and dryer actually in what I would think is the family room. There is no garage. It's a little different. That's not pretty normal to have no garage, especially here in Beavercreek, and then have two living rooms like this one. I would call this probably a living room with the dining area, and then that would probably be the family room in this area. So having two next to each other is kind of unusual. This kind of has a feel of maybe an addition or a closed-in garage, but I really don't think it's a closed-in garage, mainly because of the elevation. So we're basically, I'd say, a whole foot, maybe 2 foot above where the driveway is at this point. So I don't see how they could have made this garage, but that was one of the discussion points from a previous client that had seen this. But as you can see, big bay windows, which is nice. The wood around them, though, is not in good shape, especially at the lower parts. So there was some moisture intrusion that made it in, and that's in pretty much most of the window sills. Some of the window sills, though, like on the bedrooms and then on this side of the house, are actually aluminum. So this is where the washer and dryer hookups are. So there's this wall that's kind of falling, leaning towards the right here, kind of separating it. So I think maybe this was a game room or maybe another living room. That light kind of makes me think that maybe there was like a pool table or something under it, and then this was a game room, but could have been like maybe another family room type of setup. So there is the hookups. The tile here, it looks to me like the old asbestos tiles. Probably needs to come up or be closed off or sealed, covered or sealed. So something to be mindful of. And then also in the half bath in here, probably actually might fit a shower in here too. So you possibly could put a shower, one of those corner setup showers right there, because there's this space right here. But right now it's set up as a half bath. And so the way the bathrooms work is there's a hall bath on the other side of the house with a half bath right here. None of the bedrooms actually have an attached bath. There is a little bit of soft spot there on the floor. So there might have been a leak at one point. Kind of neat to see the built-in cabinets up there, or closet space, storage space in here. Nice big cathedral ceilings. The sliding door is aluminum, and pretty much all the grates from the central HVAC system are either broken or missing, as you can see there. Midway wallpaper. And then it does look like this is probably plaster. And so in the kitchen, we have the rollout laminate flooring, and pretty much all the cabinets are older or original. And only the refrigerator is in here and the dishwasher. So no stove. And I'm guessing the stove, where would the stove go? I'm guessing it would go right here. Don't see the hookup though. Oh, actually it's right here. There's the hookup right there, 220 jack. All right, so this is the kitchen. It's a good size kitchen. Probably could even put an eat-in part of it. But there's a bath, basically a bedroom right on, pretty much attached to it, that could basically be also a dining room if you wanted to. And then the half bath is right here with another bedroom to the right. This one's larger than the previous one. One thing I'll say is the floors are all pretty good shape. Only some minor refinishing from what I see. They're pretty solid, no gaps, no shifting. The floor feels very solid other than that other half bath where the floor was a little soft next to the toilet. So floors seem to be pretty good. And then this is the full bath, as you can see, with the old blue tile and blue tub and toilet and sink. It's a good size full bath. And then this is probably what I would say would be what most people would consider the primary bedroom. Does not have an attached bath, but it's the biggest one, and it does have two closets. One of them is a walk-in closet with its own window even, so that's kind of nice. And again, though, even though these windows are nice and wide and also deep, these are aluminum windows, so something to be considerate of, especially for efficiency purposes. Usually those are not ideal. And it looks like the thermostat probably was right here and probably needs to be replaced. So that is it. That is a tour of 3688 Cedarwood Lane in Dayton or Beavercreek, Ohio. And very happy to talk to you if you're interested in seeing a showing in person or want to talk real estate or about any other property. Please let me know. I'd be happy to help. This is Howie with Home Experts Realty. Team Next, signing off. Take care.